Now we'll throw on some delay. And we're going to do something kind of interesting with the delay here. Instead of doing the traditional echo effect that most people use delay for, we're going to take the delay and we're going to play it at a very fast rate. So we're going to get kind of a tonal sound that adds to the bass. To do that, we're going to want to take BPM, turn that off. Then we're going to turn link on. So both the left and right channels are going to be playing the audio back at the same speed. And we're going to tweak with the decay time now. It doesn't matter which one we select because it's going to set that same value for both of them, but I'll just select the left value right here. And let's get a bit of a smaller number here. You can start to hear it get a little bit more of a metallic tone. This is something that some people have used for your traditional sort of robotic, DAT-sick inspired dubstep basses, and it can be also used very effectively to add a little bit of metallic tone to your FM basses, just bring out that sound a little bit more. I think about 24 will work good here. I'm playing this bass in F, so it matches that. If you're going to be using this in another key, then you might want to tweak with it again, see if you can get it to match that better. But for this video, we'll just leave it at 24. And let's tweak with the feedback. Something a little bit more subtle at 27% should be good. And we'll also tweak the mix knob. I think we'll go with 19%. Now we'll throw on a compressor. We're going to set this to be a multiband compressor. Just press that button. And we're going to increase the gain. Just bring out that sound a little bit more, make it much more aggressive. Think about 6.6 decibels will work well for the gain on the compressor. And for our last effect inside Serum, we're going to add on an EQ. All we're going to do is we're going to take our second EQ band, one that's already set to this sort of high shelf mode right here. And we'll just take the gain and increase it a little bit. Maybe 4.1 decibels. I think we'll leave the frequency on the default setting. Yep, that'll do well. And now we're done with Serum, but we've still got a couple more effects to add on. We're going to add on some external effects. And the first one we're going to add on is going to be a vocoder. This is going to bring out even more of the sort of valley sounds that are going on here. First, we'll take the carrier and we'll set it to be a modulator. You could already hear a little bit of that growling type of sound coming through now that we've set the carrier to modulator. Let's take our number of bands, increase it up to 40. We'll take the low range, set that to 20 Hertz, and set the range to be the maximum of 18 kilohertz. So we'll be playing a much more wide range of the sound instead of just a little band pass type sounding piece of it. Let's take the release, and I think we'll decrease it a bit. Maybe 67.3 milliseconds. And I think I was right there. That sounds really nice. And now let's take the format knob and we'll decrease that a decent amount. Not too much though. I think minus 3.40 will work really well. Although depending on what type of sound you want to get out of this, you might want to modulate the format. You might want to have it go lower and then higher and then low and high again. Just sort of modulate it throughout the patterns of the track. But I think we'll just leave it at minus 3.40 here. Now the next effect we're going to add on is going to be a reverb. And we're going to have some very, very subtle reverb settings here. This might not seem like it makes a lot of sense at first, because initially you won't be able to hear the reverb hardly at all.